All right, we're going to have a look at gold. I'm going to find a new opportunity today. This was what I posted the end of last week. Have a quick look. That was this idea here. And we were looking for either it breaks down or it breaks above. Either way, we take the trade. The only thing with this is see how we got this here. Okay, so that was trending up and we got this break. You could have got caught thinking that's going to continue down. And I want to show you how you avoid getting caught. And then I want to show you something else that is pretty special. We'll just start with this. So we're looking for, see this pullback, right? See how we've got this blue dashed line, there's two of them. The fact that it doesn't break below those keeps you out of trouble. So you wouldn't have taken that trade. Now, there was a buy signal and we were looking for the buy on the bullish break. So that's that one. But let me show you something else. We bring this one in and this guy. Didn't get anything from that, but here's the thing. We got it's a VM and this is VA. We got this signal here, so that's your buy signal right there. And if you're a little bit worried, you could wait for that. And then both of these signals together is confirmation. Now we're going to have a look for another opportunity here today. Yeah, I mean, look at these signals. Which one would you not want? So it breaks under these two lines. We get the alerts and we take these trades. Look at that. So yeah, and then we'll take these out and we'll do a bit of an analysis and look for another opportunity. I want to show you this. Okay, scalping gold. No, scalping a Nasdaq today. Just under $500 on this one. Based on these, I've done a video on this, so I won't go into it. But this is about passing prop firm challenges. That's the gold signal today. Right? Now, I did the video on this. I encourage you to watch it. If you're in Discord, just go here. And it's that video. If you're in Telegram, it's the same video. How to pass your prop challenge. Now I want to show you something really special. Before we get into a trade idea on gold, this you can connect your account to. This is an EA that's been going for 2 years. Very solid returns. Maximum drawdown 3.81%. It's not a martingale or a grid. This is seriously good trading. Yeah, and you can join down here. This is very affordable. Should easily cover your monthly subscription. Now here's the other thing. There's a link in here. If you click that, go up here, Anthony FX Pro. Now I'm developing my own EAs and we're starting to see some results. This is the first 3 weeks of this one. You can have access to this. It's a launch special and all the information's on here. That's the other one. This one trades. So if you click that, it'll open it up. This one trades oil, gold, and the NAS. And this one up here, if you click on that, it trades currency pairs. Okay, now that's, well, if you click on, if you go to gold-ea-bot, then click on that, it'll take you to the other page. Right, let's go back to gold and see what we can come up with. What I'm going to do is go to candles and publish it on TradingView. Right, let's do that. So TradingView, we are on. Okay, so righto, this was my idea last week. I was looking for, if it breaks this, we short, and if it doesn't, if it breaks above, we go long. All right, so you could have got caught out here, but there's ways to avoid that. I won't go into it so much with the video. I mean, take the other side of the trade and you've got that. But look at this. So look, if you're trading just price action, you're looking for just the break of structure, pulls back, break structure, you go long. This one here, right, that's short. It breaks structure. You know, you can look to go short. My trade entries were on these points here, but we're going to have a look at what's possible today. Now, gold is selling off, but you want to be careful of this move here. So if you're trading price action, you'd want to consider the possibility that this pulls back, right? So if this is in a downtrend, I'm going to be looking for, well, that pretty much, all right? So I want to see this pull back, and at the moment it's kind of pushing down. Asian session, all right? Let's just go to a maybe a 30-minute chart. What I would like to see would be this turn around and trade north. See, you've got all these gaps up here. I'll show you this. Grab a anchored volume. Right, throw it in there. Yeah, you got a bit of a base forming here. What you could get if this is big money looking to short this, what you might get with this could be it ranges, and I don't want to sell down here mainly because of this. Look, see this? This is a fair value gap through here, and it's an imbalance now. More often than not, the market will look to rebalance before we see that. I mean, it could, if it does trade here and head south, I'm going to let it go for now. Right. But what I would like to see today, Monday, see how this traded down Friday and Monday. It's just range bound. Think about it this way. All right, let's just draw a candle. Think of it a daily or even a weekly candle. If this is going to be bearish for the week, all right, it opens and ranges, and then you get a run on liquidity to the high, and then you get the move for the week down to the low, and then back up to the close. So just think about that possibility that this, look, it did pull back a little bit here. That might be it, but when you have a move like this with a profile like volume profile like that, you've got these imbalances. Look, if you want to go with the candle, there's a candle imbalance there. You could draw that, and there's another one under it through here, right? But the real imbalance is on the volume profile, and you can see here right through there that's an imbalance. Well, you can pull that through there, and you've got this gap all through here. So seriously, this entire area, look at the thin liquidity, that there's no range through here. So this is thin from here down to here. That's thin, right? So that's the imbalance. It's a one-sided direction possibility. Now, if this ranges, there's a possibility it hits the liquidity before it. Okay, that's a typical Wyckoff thing where you get the range, a bit of a fake out, and then they run it up into liquidity, and then it heads down, right? So you want to watch that. So that's why I'm thinking the high to low with the Fibonacci pull back up into here. And so what I'm looking for is for this to trend up, find resistance wherever it finds it, and they just do it with a draw it. So let's just say we trend up, finds resistance. Watch out for the fakey, shaky. I'm going to be looking for something like that, and just keep an eye on how that trades, comes across, and then you get the break of structure. Now, the other thing that you will break of structure, the other thing you want to keep an eye on is going to be, well, that's your break of structure there. So that's where you could look to short on the pullback. Now, it may or may not be, I mean, it won't be exactly where I'm marking it up, but there's a couple of things about this. Let's just grab this volume profile and be a bit more precise with it. Just come back to anchored volume profile. I'll just take it like the high here. We'll just run it through here. So you've got this value range up here. That's one thing. So what happens is price breaks out of value, goes into price discovery, and then it starts to range again. All right, it ranges. Here's what I'm getting at. You've got value, breaks out, price discovery, ranges, pulls back, down, pulls back, right? You've got these things going on here and here. Now that I'm looking at this and then that. So let's just back out of these drawings. So I want to see, we're going to grab another volume profile, anchored VWAP, fixed range volume profile. I want to pick it up back here, and I'm going to pull it through, and look at what you got. See this? All right, have a look at the high and the low here, these pink lines. So at the moment, this is trading at the low of this volume profile range. And if it breaks back into this pink line, You could look to target, well, up around here, there, target 1. Target 2 would be the high up here, right? Have a look at the volume profile, guys. Look, here. See this node? Well, that's target 1 if it pulls back right there, right on that 50% of the Fibonacci. You can see over here on the right. Go for that. So I'm looking for this to pull back and find resistance and then turn around and then look for that break of structure. What else can I say? That's probably about it. So this, it could happen here, it could be higher, it could be lower, but wherever it starts to shift gears, and then then you get that. Right, so you wanna just wait for that rotation. Anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's an easier way to do this if you've got systems in place that give you alerts and what have you. Okay, but I can't show you that on my trading view video, unfortunately. So that's what I'm looking for. So if it does that, I'll be looking to sell on this break of structure, stop above the high, and then you got target 1 down here, and then go further for target 2. You've got these levels. Show you my fib. It's pretty simple. If I open that up, fib retrace, there you go. There are my levels. You can take a snapshot of that. That's it. It's just very simple. Fibonacci. I'm mainly interested in the 50 to 60, 61.8, and then the projection is 50 and 100. All right. So what I'm projecting here is this. I'll show you. Consider this in fact, we'll grab a B, C, D. I don't know. Let's just do it this way. You've got pullback to here. All right. Measured move. These are measured moves. All right. So you've got the pullback into 50, and then 50 to 50 is one measured move. Pullback measured down in here. Okay. A, B, C, D measured move if you want. Anyway, what else can I say about it? That's it, guys. I'd love it if you comment. Let me know what you think. And that's my my trade plan. I don't want to sell down here. I want it to pull back, and then I'm potentially going to short it. Okay. But have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.